What up with it? Man, I'm exhausted. Happy Friday to everybody. Hope everybody's safe and having an enjoyable beginning to the weekend. Me, I went walking today. For those subscribed to Captain with Kev Mac, I went walking today in the heat. Had some alcohol this morning to kick off my birthday weekend, and it knocked me out. It knocked me out. All the things that I wanted to do and hoped to do today, couldn't do it. Got back in. I was so exhausted, but happy. And in that happiness, helped the exhaustion, put me to sleep. So I've been asleep ever since, man. Missed the whole day, basically. But what up, though, y'all? What's going on? Michigan tapping in. Rabbit, all right, Rabbit. Rabbit is Cornejo, correct? Sag's in here. What's up, Sag? I don't see Sag, but what's up, Sag? Michelle, Kiba, Denise Spotted Horse. Over here, baby E, what up with it? Oh, you calling me Sag? Oh, I get it now. My C Day tomorrow, Kid Mac. Can I get a shout out? Aries Gang and Padres. Padres passed the Giants. You kidding me? You for real? Major League Baseball West standings.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I don't either, Siri. Don't worry about it. Shout out to the Padres, though. I thought the Giants would blow first place pretty soon. I actually said on Captain with Mac they'll be in third. Can you clear up why Big U was laughing in the video after reading Justice from there? You know, that's Big U's issue. Everybody know they didn't get along, but I can tell you this: what he was laughing at wasn't Nip that he was laughing at. I'll just say that much. But I mean, that's not to say whatever he did in other times isn't what he did in other times. But you know, it's just very misleading video, and people on the outside really can't understand what was going on for the people that was right there at the time. But you know, people have been asking that question for 6 years, so you know, I would like to hope we can move on at some point instead of be stuck in quicksand all our life. I mean, you guys, there's dudes that calls him gay. There's dudes that say they got naked videos of him. Dudes that say he was a rat. Dudes that say they beat him up or stole shit from his shop. And y'all still watch them and chill with them. I don't understand the difference. You got dudes that's proven facts that they're informants, dudes that are on paperwork, and y'all just zoom in on something so small that you know nothing about, like you know. But I appreciate the fact that you ask in the manner in which you did instead of just coming foul sideways, you know. But that question's old and irritating, bro. A lot of other things going on in this world. United States of Chaos. I ain't mad at that name. Ooh, man. Let Nip rest, man. The homie was my homie, was my good homie, my loved one. It's my homeboy. We ain't never had no falling outs or issues. Let me turn this fan on. I'm getting hot. I'll be on the floor in a minute at this rate. But yeah, a lot of other things going on in this world, man. And definitely on the internet, right? My whole thing is why everyone, I'm not even a fan, never, and I've heard two records. Let the man rest. Yeah, and you know they pretend like they really love Nip. The fans really love Nip and stuff like that. But why do they continue to put this heartache out for the family, right? Why do they continue to put their footprints all over the social media that just really don't do anything positive for the family or to make his family happy. You know what I mean? And you guys are so fake. Y'all didn't know Nipsey like that. You know how many people I introduced to Nipsey and introduced his music to? Even in California, Northern California, you know. But now everybody major fans, craze fans, craze fans, like really go crazy over some of the things. There should be a Hall of Fame for pimping. What city will we put it? The Bay Area, man. I guess the Bay Area, homie. South Side, what up with it? You at work? You at home? You at work? What's the deal? Feminine behavior. You know, that ain't a bad term to use, feminine behavior. But I definitely would say immature. Hollywood or Vegas? Vegas? I don't know. I don't really see Vegas like that. Hollywood back in the days, as a kid, I really thought Hollywood was where it was at. But, we always go back to Fillmore Slim, and you know what I'm saying? Bishop Don Juan, J.A.J., what up, homie? But the old school days, them black exploitation movies, I love that. Those movies kind of take me back to my childhood. That's how I felt life really was in the ghetto. Kid, missed your live earlier, but looked like you had a great walk, homie. I think it was freezing, man. I couldn't tell if y'all was watching me or not. I sat down and nobody commented, so I turned it off. But I did have a good walk. I went a little bit extra than I normally do, but I didn't go. I could have walked a little more, but shit, that was enough to knock me out. I think people want some type of closure on the Nip situation. What's good though? Love each other. They want closure. That's a fact. But what type of closure? Like a man has been convicted for his killing. A man was on videotape. What more closure do they want? What's the closure they looking for? Figueroa Street is where it's at, not Hollywood Boulevard. Figueroa Street. I mean, see that's the whole thing. If we talking about the pimping capital, right? What is the pimping capital? What is pimping? And do we include the quality of the hoes? Do we include what the hoes made in life? Because and then are we talking about the 90s, the 2000s, or throughout the history of these cities? Because you got high class hoes, then you got street walking hoes. You feel me? You got raggedy hoes, and then you got nice looking hoes. You got ran down hoes, and then you got some hoes that just got some class about themselves. You feel me? I think he must have meant the live was freezing. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I think the live was freezing. That's why I got up out of it. I couldn't tell because wasn't nobody typing, so I just figured I was froze. Yeah, Sunset was on fire. That's true. Sunset was on fire. Santa Monica was on fire too. They had the dudes. They had the dudes on Santa Monica Boulevard in Hollywood, man. You got the Gordon Hole too. What you talking about, Nikki Lee? The TLs. Michelle, I'm slow. How your son doing, Denise? Man, I'm worn out. Can y'all hear it in my voice? Can you see it in my body language? Man, that heat, that Vegas heat ain't no joke. It drains you, man. Like, when do you ever get used to it? Hey, DJ, are you used to it yet? Who got jokes here? What are the jokes at? Me too, Denise. It took me a few to catch what he meant. Oh, man, y'all got to get rid of that troll right there. That's a straight troll. Immature, Nothing to do with his life troll right there. And then he calls himself woke. Like, are you really woke? Like, how woke can you be with a comment like that? That's sad. It's sad. I hope some of you guys look in the mirror or when you lay down at night, really think what you're about. You know, remember Eddie Murphy got caught up, but he said he wasn't giving them a ride. My mom's always flipping James Cash. And then they be over aggressive when I don't want them to be so aggressive. If it's the quality of the hoes, it definitely was in the 80s and 90s, aka crack hoes. Once again, depending where you talking about. Was the hoes on Figueroa? Was the hoes on Century Boulevard? Or was the hoes on Sunset? Or was the hoes in Vegas? You know? But most hoes, in case you didn't know or you forgot, most hoes have some type of addiction. Most of them are on drugs. That's why they sell themselves like that and let men govern them. But yeah, man, them strip clubs, them hoes they go in the bathroom and powder their nose. They pop pills. Shit, you know, there's a difference between a crackhead and a hoe, or a crackhead hoe and a stripper. So, but I mean, I'm not a pimp, so I'm the wrong person to be asking. I don't have the answer for you. The old school ones was addicted to money. The old school ones love to get beat up. Yeah, rocket science. I heard that, homie. I heard that. Young Tiny, what up with it, Young Tiny? What's up, homeboy? P.S. Don't like that 304s getting high because of dope. But, you know, like I said, I don't have a degree in pimping or pimpology, right? But some pimps sell dope too. Some pimps sell dope so they keep all the money. Some pimps keep their hoe high so the hoe keep coming back. Make sure the hoe don't run off. I'm such a square when you say hi. I think of junior high school girls who kissed everybody. Stop, kid. Oh my God, not love to get beat up. Love them, not love them, not suck. See, back in the day, hoes kept a purple eye. They kept a purple eye back in the day. Black eyes, purple eyes, scratched all up. You feel me? Ninja, OG Bam picked for his thumbnail. What? Ninja got OG Bam's pick for his thumbnail? Who? Who, Michelle? He said, I can't wait to shoot a movie about the gang. Who got Bam as their thumbnail, though? Eric Dickerson. Where you see Eric Dickerson at? Who see Eric Dickerson? Where you see Big Eric Dickerson at? We know about the kangaroo pouch holes. Any other OGs have any situations that Monster or Accused talked to T9s or something about cops who, uh, uh, I don't know, homie. Good question. I'm sure there are, but I don't know. I got what cracking? Who got it cracking? He know about the kangaroo pouch holes. So that's some Buster stuff, Nikki. What? Michelle put me up on game. Why you be leaving me in the dark? Why you leaving me in the dark? Talk to me. Who got Bam's picture as their profile? And what's some Buster stuff? Talk to me, Michelle. Anytime I finish a bottle of water, 15 minutes into a line, you know I'm dehydrated. You know I'm thirsty. Mm. That fool rocket scientist, all right. I named Peep Gang. What's up, Kev? Did they do the missile siren test in LA back in your day? I do not remember ever hearing it, but they did have some of them things. I thought it was for concentration camps, though. They used to have like two of them things in our hood, two of them steel poles with the siren on top. But I don't ever remember. I think they might have stopped doing that in the 60s. I try to refrain sometimes, I just can't. Kawika Franco. It's principalities. What it do, homeboy? Oh, Eric Lange, good looking out, man. I appreciate you, homie. Sorry I missed you. Jill, what up, Jill? Hey, you caught me tonight, and I didn't even have to text you, man. Mr. Kev, it's Jilly Jill, just chilling, checking in. Jill, so I was thinking, because me and you we never had this conversation, right? And I know you text me and asked me to call you. I tried once, you didn't answer the phone, so I wasn't going to try again. But here's the deal, Jill. Here's the deal, Jill. For real. All right, so I was looking at AC's video. Remember, you were saying that you didn't dress him that day in the silk shirt, and I was joking that who did. I realized you was telling the truth, and I realized you was being serious while I was being stupid, right? So I noticed somewhere in that interview, he mentioned that he had this girl named Jill, and I said, that's his girl right there that he's talking about. So you was not there that day, or y'all was not together at that time. You was right, but I was being silly and stuff, and I caught that. I said, "Damn, Jill." He said Jill's name, so Jill was right. What up with it, Jill? How you doing though? You making it? You doing cool? I know you miss AC every day. AC Moses Jr. So that's your son, AC Moses Jr. Nikki Lee, what's up with it? Is anybody gonna tell me that Rabbit is Cornell? Warriors turned out to be pretty good this year. Jill and your Denver family are checking in with you. Shout out to Denver, Colorado. What's up, Denver? Kev, hang in there, bro. We know you're exhausted. Just know we really appreciate the sacrifice, my brother. Thank you. Rest in peace, AC Moses, his son in here. No, that's his son's mother. That's his uh, that's his girl right there. Jill's gonna do an interview, y'all. She's gonna come on live one day. She just got to get her hair done. She got to have her hair appointment first, you guys. In honor of the late great AC Moses, she should just come on without getting her hair done. Like AC didn't go get shaved up and his fresh haircut when he did his interviews with me. Come on, Jill. Rest in peace. I promise though. I promise to you guys though. AC was really a cool dude, man. He was really, really a down to earth, sincere, cool guy, man. He really was. AC loved to share history. He loved to straighten things out. That's what I really liked about him. Yeah, AC's a lot of people's favorite OG. They don't know what that man did for the culture. You know, whatever he did for the culture, good or bad, his legacy with me would be trying to straighten out history in that book that he wrote. Yeah, Rock Fresh say y'all buy his book. It's very good. AC Moses, a Compton legend. That was a good dude though. He didn't care about what set you was from. See, let me tell y'all something. You know, I always say everybody, damn near everybody, has 60K on their wall before. And people really be like, when you really scratch the surface, when people really get washed out, you can see their anti roller 60 or anti neighborhood crip hatred or bias, whatever term you want to use. AC was not like that. AC didn't have no hatred for no Compton Crip says. AC didn't. AC actually used to always speak highly of a lot of homies from 6-0. AC was really, really passionate about gang history and people that really banged as opposed to people who was faking. Like that was his pet peeve. Was a lot of dudes didn't really front line when they back was up against the wall or when they homies was in a wreck. And that's about it though. He didn't call them busters or nothing, but he would say certain dudes was soft and certain dudes was faking. But he had a lot of respect for all sets, all members that he thought, wasn't no punks or represented their turf. So that's another thing I really liked about AC. Wasn't gonna be no backbiting and hating and you uncover something that he's been hiding about hating a particular set or a particular person. What up with it? But yeah, AC was cool, man. Should Carver Park be mentioned more on being the first, be on the front line against the rules like they give the Grandies? I think Carver Park is not mentioned as much as they should be mentioned. Yeah, I believe that. Oh, man, man, they blowing me up all of a sudden. I don't like people from the outside because a lot of them talk on California. You on Cali's nuts. California ain't copying you. Yeah, that comes up a lot, but to each his own. Everybody feel how they feel. You know, what's upper six in the house neighborhood? What up with it? I see the guy from 40s went back to jail on Hood Day. Like, damn, man, that's what I be saying about we gotta grow up and how I prefer to be free. You get to do what you want, make your own moves when you want. Like incarceration ain't it. And I just hope everybody learn that. Ain't nothing cool about being incarcerated in the 2000s, man. Like most OGs, most baby gangsters, tiny lokes have learned along the way. It's better to be free. People enjoy hanging with their kids and their grandkids, seeing their kids go to college, play college football, maybe make it to the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball. People love to be able to go see their mom, hang with their mom, invite their dad places, celebrate birthdays and special occasions. My homies love going to blue tie affairs and boat parties and picnics and hood days and stuff like that. And uh, you just can't do that when you locked up, man. Nikki Lee, love it. Howell was so accurate with dates and times and years at his age. The man even knew what he wore on a certain day. I'm 31 and my memory damn near gone. My memory's horrible too, but like I always say, oh, this is just a little, yeah, it's a new chain, but it ain't no, it ain't no jewelry. It's just an ornament, right? I thought it might change my luck going into my 57th year. I thought it might change my luck a little bit, dress myself up a little bit. There go Harvey Sag Hartfield, the people's champ right there. What up with his Sag? Don't laugh at me, JAJ, homie. You know what else I bought, cuz? I bought a I bought a backup disc, right? And you could put it on here, but then I could empty my phone off and save everything on this little memory card. However, I try to save 600, 500 and something pictures, and I guess that was too many pictures to save at one time. So it said it didn't work. So I need to narrow it down and just save a few pictures at a time. Once I save all my pictures on my phone, then I could delete them and get my chain. My chain. Michelle got me talking about my chain. Uh, my phone will probably run clearer, and I'll be able to save new pictures and be able to keep up with them. No one is on Cali nuts. Cali was a big influence on banging, good or bad. It was frontliners and busters everywhere. Everywhere love California. Shout out to you, brother. You too, Sag. Ain't heard from you in a while. Sag be online every day. And he be on this show every Thursday. Just got a $14,000 chain from my pops. My oldest boy been rocking it. Damn, that's nice. Mac, you good talking low? Yeah, I'm talking low. I'm tired, man. I'm exhausted. I'm not too exhausted to go live, but I just don't have it. I'm low on energy, bro. Sag, what up with it? I love you too, homeboy. See you soon, OSG. Rabbit. Yeah, man. I wish I could talk louder, man. I just don't have the energy, homie. My lungs feel like they depleted right now. My lungs feel empty. I actually need some more water. Sag, you drink your water today, homeboy? How many bottles of water did you have today, Sag? Sound like I got COVID. I don't know if you just saying like, you know, like I sound that weak, or do you really think I'm sick? I'm not sick, homie. Let's hope I'm not. I got up. I drank early this morning. I drank about 9:20 this morning. Then I went out and did some walking in the hot sun and ate me some tater tots and drank some punch and boom, I was out. Hey, Mac, I went to Crip Crazy Twin Tacos in Deep West Los Angeles, homie. I pigged out, had all the tacos on the menu. Sinbad Faux Tray support Crip Crazy. Oh, yeah. When you said deep in West Los Angeles, I wasn't thinking over there in Marina, right? Yeah, who called me? Oh, the homegirl. The homegirl said you was up there. You know, I get calls, man. That's what I tell people. When you moving, I never had big draws laughing behind me. You have an obsession with big draws. You need to get your life together and worry about you. You have no idea what was going on. And you obviously are addicted to trying to figure it out. I ain't never had big draws behind me. You don't know what you're talking about. You probably want to lay up with him. I don't understand the obsession, especially when you got to come to my channel and mention him. Cuz have a hotline so I can call in and talk my ish. Yeah, I always said I wanted a hotline, but just never got around to it, bro. I'm about to crash too. All right, Sag, have a good night, man. Have a good night. Man, you, one thing's for sure, you know they don't know what they talking about when they say I had somebody behind me. Never been my style. Never Has anybody ever attached somebody being behind me ever in my life other than Lil Roscoe? You know, some people used to say Lil Roscoe was my support, right? A lot of people say I hid behind him, but I'll take that. That was my road dog. That was my real dog. You see the happiness come across my face? That was my real dog. We did a whole lot together, good, bad, indifferent. He taught me a lot, although he wasn't but 2 months older than me. He taught me a lot. He showed me a lot, showed me a whole lot. That was my dog, my spade partner. You know what I mean? My Sally. You know what I mean? Played the women together. You know, my crimey. Come on, man. But to throw somebody else out there, man, you got a problem with your life, homie. Sound like you happy he gone. Sound like you happy he out the way. Was he in your way? Because he wasn't in mine. Double R, Robert Richard, respect. JAJ, just get. What up, OG Steve? What's the deal? Your homegirl was really respectful and a motivator. Beautiful smile, down to earth. Love to the brothers from the 60s. Send back for. She is. She real cool. She's real resourceful, man. She's real resourceful, real respectful. Very about ready for some music pretty soon. Anytime, Big Caesar. I couldn't even call you Little Caesar. Like I stuttered and still said big. Anytime, Caesar. Anytime, homie. Anytime, man. I always say Little Caesar like a big brother to me. I'll go with Uncle though, so my big brother don't get offended. Little Caesar like an uncle, you know. Good dude right there. You know, I was just giving AC his flowers and talking about how genuine and authentic AC was. Little Caesar's another one. Little Caesar's another guy, man, that don't be hating on no set. Don't be hating on no individuals. Passionate about the history and getting it right. He's a lot like AC. But Little Caesar is more laid back, kick back. Little Caesar, AC Moses would tear up on you and get mad. Like he was so passionate about it. AC, like you can't tell me nothing. You feel me? So yeah, two really good guys right there, man. Two of many good guys in the game. One thing I like about the older guys is, you know, they may not have matured early, but they damn sure matured. And so you get that history, not just about gangs, but life. You get life lessons from them older guys. I love that. But yeah, Caesar's always been supportive, always been cool with me. And I always talk about how he showed me a good time when I was in North Carolina. Absolutely rabid. That's real talk. AC was serious. Sinbad is too, though. Sinbad's serious about it, but these guys are the originals, man. 1950s. Absolutely sad. Yeah, OG Steve, man. Shout out to Moms, man. I always tell Steve, Mom's gonna be good. Mom's gonna pass through. It's just taking a lot longer than I could have imagined. Crip crazy. His son and your homegirl made an East Side Crip feel at home. Man, you know the homies got love for you, homie. Homies got love for you, bro. And that's why all this hating on each other, this gang and that gang, don't make sense to me. Because once you meet a guy, get to know a guy, do time with a guy, and y'all in good standing, he introduces you to his homeboys when y'all get out. You know, a lot of people are friends and family, but we don't talk about that. We make it seem like it's on site with certain gangs, and we hate certain gangs because of their alliance or our history with them. Gang banging is gang banging. You're going to have some bad and some good with gang banging. You're going to have some indifferences, some squabbles on the streets, at concerts. You're going to have squabbles in YA, YTS. You're going, you're going to be in different cars when you get to the penitentiary. But at the end of the day, we all black. I'm going to post OG Steve's GoFundMe link for his mom for anyone that wants to donate or share the link to others. Kilmac, there's a pic of a dude with a BMX bike with a 60 number plate on it. Any of you guys ride BMX bikes back in the day? I wasn't a BMX type of guy, but I believe our homeboy Scully, I believe Scully rode BMXs. Kev, send out the GoFundMe again, homie. If you have it, could you post it again? We could support each other. It would be Hey man, you know I always send it out to y'all whenever you ask for it. And you know, let me see. It don't really show links that well, but the link is GoFundMe, GoFund.me/37CFD as in David 29F as in Frank. That's the link. You had a GT dyno. Yeah, it won't allow me. I can't do it. Shit. Go to GoFundMe, copy the link from your browser, and then you can post it on Facebook. You just click copy and go to Facebook and click paste. Damn, it been raining out there? Damn, man. Hey, Kev, loan me $5 to Tuesday. Let me get that back Tuesday. I raced for Factory Redline in the late 90s. Best time of my life. That's what's up. You got any videos? Man, my foot and my leg is going to sleep. God damn. Oh, shit. That ain't normal. Oh, man. J, what you laughing at? You always laugh, and I'll be like, what did I say? Like, man, I don't remember what I did to make you laugh, homie. Some of y'all roll Huffies, but you never admit it. Y'all know y'all had Huffies with some cheap spokes. There on who was player enough to have bunny pegs on the back of their bike and had a woman on the bunny pegs instead of the handlebar. Like you knew a little girl liked you when y'all was riding bicycles and she'd be like, I want to get on your handlebar. Like she didn't want to ride on her own bike. Yeah, my foot's sleepy for sure. That motherfucker dead right now. Hey, I had a Huffy with them heavy ass metal. See what I'm saying? That's a real person right there. To admit he had a Huffy, man, you get laughed out the hood. You had a Huffy back in the day. Mongooses was tight. You know, I was a swing type of guy. I did with the pink number 5, boy Kiva, boy Kiva. That's how the main streets did it. Bought my first BMX bike from Kerry Long. Wow, Mo Shannon. Mo, what's up with it, Mo? And got my first arrest at the Fox Hill Mall for stolen property. And you never learned the lesson. You've been stealing ever since. From credit cards to bank fraud. You ain't stopped stealing, my nigga. God damn, man. You laugh about it now. I'm going to laugh with you then. I'm going to laugh with you, homie. You bought a bike and went to the mall and got caught stealing and ain't stopped stealing yet. We used to steal bikes all the time back in the day. Them Huffies were terrible. And they bragging about having a Huffy. That's like me talking about the yellow Pro-Kids my mama bought me from Zodi's, man. Like, I wish mom was here so I could have that conversation with her right now. Probably why she bought me Jordans when they first came out. She probably felt guilty. She probably felt bad. Like, son, I was poor back then, but I got a little change. Now here you go. She just never told me about it. And I never mentioned it to her again. That was a big thing back then. They're all in the river that runs through my city. I had the blue dice in my spokes. I had a Huffy. Okay, now it's becoming a East Side thing. So the homie from Fortray had a Huffy. The homegirl from Maine had a Huffy. Who else had a Huffy up in here? Give us your geographical location when you were growing up. Casey, Procaz was the cheapest shoes on me. They was the shit, man. Come on, man. Don't tell me I don't steal. I skill these days. That's what's up, homie. That's what's up. As long as you don't kill, homie, and don't tell us about no killing on the internet, homie. Please smash the thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that bell. It's free and it's appreciated, says Nikki Lee. Big back, little block. Big back, big block, little block. And you went to school with soccer cleats on and four stripes. Like you had Adidas with four stripes and they were soccer cleats. You had to, because nobody brags about having pro kids back in the day. You had a few Huffies. You're from Compton. Atlantic is on the east side of Compton. The Raymonds. You from the Raymonds? Build a bike. Yeah, a lot of people built the bike. We went TJ get the swing. Yeah, I had swings, but when I got older, I couldn't tell you what I had. I had just whatever I could get, man. But yeah, as a kid, before I knew what was what, Pops always had me on swings. I rock blue Van shoes every day. Where the women at? Come on, y'all. Casey want the women to speak up. You don't think Huffies were bad, but Huffies were cheap bikes, homie. I'm just telling you, Huffies was cheap bikes. I think they had hollow. I think they had hollow frames. I think the frames were hollow, right? Bad rims and stuff, right? Mac, I'm trying to catch these two beautiful brown and white pigeons. Wait. What my man say? Don't tell me. You trying to get you some commies, homie. I'm trying to stray brown and white pigeons, then I don't know what to do after that. If it's a male and a female, lock them in a cage, put some nesting material in there, let them nest, let them lay eggs, and then you go sell them eggs. Huffy was hood bike. Man, y'all need to cut it out. Compton and the East Side love them Huffies, I guess. Just an interesting conversation. Man, if you had a Huffy where I grew up at, you was getting laughed at. You was going to throw your Huffy away. You was going to somehow lose your Huffy. Man. Raz, what's up, homeboy? What's up with you? You could leave a dyno or any nice bike in front of a store on Allerton. I mean, Allerton was a nice area, right? More upper scale area. Shit, I don't care what you had where I lived at, nigga. You was getting your bike stolen. You couldn't leave your bike in front of no store. You was getting your bike stolen, man. People used to steal bikes just to steal them. They might want your inner tube, your tires, your rims, the screws off your bike. They might want your chain. They might want anything, your handlebars. He said we took pics on our Huffy. That's classic right there, though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And too, let me just try to say something, right? Try to clear it up for the homies, right? Not that they need no clearing up. But I think because where I lived, we had a swing bike shop on Crenshaw and Santa Barbara. So between the 30s, the jungle, and then you got the 40s and the 60s, maybe the VNGs, you got a swing bike shop right there. Maybe the West Boulevard. Then we had one on like 64th and La Brea. So now the 60 still got a swing shop. You might have the Queen Streets over there, maybe the neighborhood Pyrus. So once again, swing shop. Um, can't think of the other swing spot we used to go to. But so it might make sense why we was always riding swings and stuff like that. That could be a big reason why swing was the go-to where we was at. But like we wasn't buying no bikes from Sears. We not going to Sears or Montgomery Ward to get no bikes. Yeah, but I mean, City of Bikes. Yeah, Diamondbacks was cool. Diamondbacks was it. Diamondbacks, BMX, they was it. Yeah, I mean, people say we was rich. I mean, if that's what you want to call it, I mean, I could tell you now we wasn't rich. I could tell you that right now with all honesty. We were not rich. If we wanted to swim, we had to steal them. I ain't mad at you. Have you spoken on that situation in Texas with that young brother defending himself against those two white boys? Just want to hear your thoughts, if any, not to change the subject. Now, we freestyle here, so, your questions are valid. I don't know anything about the situation in Texas. I don't even know of what you're speaking on, so I have no clue about it. Oh, yeah, I remember the PK Rippers. Y'all bringing back some old stuff tonight. That's what I love about this channel, man. We go old school in a heartbeat. We ain't them young dudes that see something on the internet and run with it, right? We have our own history and upbringing. That's what I like about this channel. Yep, our Lee Swing Shop, absolutely. Lee Swing Shop. Shotty, you got a pretty good memory, I guess, because you're a little bit younger. Yeah, 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 you're right, Benny Bang. You must have been a real bike rider. See, I never had none of those right there. I didn't have none of those bikes right there. He was a legend on the track. I hear Monster Cody was big on the bicycles, man. A lot of people from my area talk about Monster on his dirt bikes. Monster Cody. By the time I was 11, 12 years, I was running a chop shop of bikes. Used to snake them, take them apart, sometimes paint the frame or interchange parts, and lo and behold, a new bike was set. I used to take bikes apart. I used to paint frames. I got a lot of that stuff from watching my brother. He was a bike thief. I wasn't a bike thief. He was a car thief. I wasn't a car thief. He was a thief, and then I became a thief. But not as young as him, so I didn't steal the things he stole. But bro, bro painted one of my mini bike frames, so of course I ended up painting my own mini bike frame later on. You know, we was good for that, and I always tell this story. We had some Japan-born Japanese that lived behind us. It was a family. It was a mother and a father, a son and a daughter who was older and had moved out the house. They had a garage and they had all kinds of spray paint in their garage. But most of the spray paint was so old, the cans didn't work. Some cans were runny, some of the tops were clogged up. But so spray can was just over the fence. We could always go get a spray can. But by the time we got older and was writing on walls, we had stole all their paint. We stole all the paint already. We couldn't take paint to write on walls. But yeah, we would spray paint all our stuff. I never watched the movie Raz. 702, what up with you? The bike thieves grew up and turned their mom's garage into chop shops. Man, listen. As much as the sheriff harassed me and my family, As much as we were in they police reports as known gang hangouts and all of that, I for the life of me don't understand why they wouldn't just raid our garage. All they had to do was go in our garage. You talk about a chop shop. We had everything in there, even stolen pigeons. I should use that for a comedy skit. No, we had Porsche parts, Corvette parts. Then when the Dayton era came, we got Dayton's and man, we got stolen TVs, stolen VCRs, stolen bikes. I don't think we ever had no stolen motorcycles though. Man, everything in that garage was stolen. And you know what moms would say? Moms didn't approve of it, but she didn't make us get rid of it either. Yeah, we had stolen pigeons. Man, my brother stole 100 and some pigeons and put them in my garage. Them was my first pigeons. Then I built the cage. I built my own cage. I'll take that back. He kind of built the cage. I helped him build it. I was just a little assistant. Give me the hammer, fool. Fool, get them long nails. You know, I, I was just a helper. But when we built that cage, I built the sun cage on top of it. And I built little levels inside. I put breeding boxes in there and stuff like that. Perches, I put perches in there and stuff like that. He bought like another 100 pigeons from the east side and put in my cage. So yeah, we had stolen pigeons for sure, without question. He said, "Wait until I get my two pigeons." Look, here's some advice though, homie. If there's two pigeons flying around your community, don't try to get them pigeons. Don't. Those pigeons come with disease. They have ticks. They just don't do it, homie. Just go buy you two pigeons, man. Go to a pet store and buy two pigeons. If you don't have a pet store in your community, you have to at least have a pet and feed spot in your community. You could buy some pigeons online, but don't try to capture no pigeons you see flying around. They drinking oil, they drinking water on the curb and stuff like that. Yeah, tell Tyson I said, "What's up, man?" Tell Tyson to invite me over, homie. Tell him I want to come over, hang out with him for a day with the pigeons. You feel me? Tell Tyson, man. Tell Tyson he done met me a couple times. Tell him I want to come over and chill with the pigeons and I want to go live or at least film. Tell him I want to film. Just me and him. I want to film. Get the pigeons. Man, that'd be fly, man. That's on my bucket list, man, to hang out with Mike Tyson and his pigeons one day. Yeah, reputable pigeons only. Kev, you know anybody that used to steal dog? Shit, everybody. My homie PJ stole one of my pit bulls, man. Uh, yeah, yeah. People used to steal dogs all the time. They say Tookie used to steal pit bulls. Okay, I can laugh at the pigeons. Me and my brother used to fight chickens, and yes, some of them were stolen. See what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the lifestyle. Some people outside of the ghetto or in other cities, they don't really know the lifestyle of LA. They only know what they hear online. That's real LA right there, man. I ain't talking about the fighting chicken shit. That's more of the Hispanic thing, man. But yeah, that shit really went on. That's really what we did. We stole. That's why I don't understand why people be happy when somebody go to jail and you from our lifestyle. How are you happy somebody's in jail? This is what we did. We took penitentiary risk all year long, year after year after year. I don't get that. But, hey, let's stay on script. Oh, he can't adapt to stray pigeons. They need love too. It's just not wise to do that. But you can. It's just not wise though. Miss 702 say sometimes it's not stealing, you just borrowing it. I remember the Murrays. You're just borrowing something from somebody. Cause eventually somebody gonna steal it from you too. Oh yeah, lemons, that's where it starts. The lemons and oranges. We had a neighbor that had a lemon tree and an orange tree. And we would love to hop the fence and steal his lemons and orange. But we used to steal them to throw them. We didn't steal them to eat them or make lemonade. We would steal them and have lemon fights and orange fights. No, I didn't put no Richard, no Rich Rolling on me. That was something going on before me, homie. Jerry Allen, good looking out. I had to turn my sound off because people blowing me up. How would anyone know if they are not there? About what? About the oranges and lemons? Probably because we would, when you start pulling on the tree, other lemons and oranges would fall. And when they look up there, it's not that many lemons and oranges there anymore. I think they was the only people on the block with a fruit tree. I don't recall anybody else having a fruit tree on the block. And trust me, between me and my brother and my homeboy Wilbur Reed, rest in peace. Pretty sure we've been in every backyard within a 3 or 4 block perimeter between 54th and Slauson. Rabbit, good looking out. Cornejo, good looking out. 702 is violent. 702, they call you violent. Absolutely, Ronald Green. That's what I'm talking about. Real ghetto stuff for real. No matter how small, it was just some ghetto stuff, man. That was normal stuff to us. You steal a dog, regardless of how vicious he is, you deprive him of food for a day or two, and that motherfucker become the gentlest creature after you. That's a fact, born supreme. That is a fact. But let me tell you about the ghetto, homie. Or at least, picking up stray dogs, right? Not necessarily stealing, but pick up a stray dog. Them MFs already be hungry and starving. That's why they go with you in the first place. Ain't no dog, ain't no real pit bull supposed to let you come steal them. Ain't no real pit bull supposed to allow you to give him a steak or a chicken and then he be your friend. You get them dogs, they already hungry. So you take the dog home, you just pet him, wash him, you know what I'm saying, and feed him. For sure, your best friend won't even run away. You could take him outside in the front and let him kick it, and he'll kick it. You right, they love you. Hood theft. Jim stole $5 from Ted. Rick stole the same five from Ted, and on and on. The same $5 been stolen and circulated for 10 years. You might get it back. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I thought 702 was trying to say. We steal something, it gets stolen from us eventually. But when it come to money, this is how dumb I was. Like we talk about people on YouTube and how we tell on ourselves and how dudes created cases for themselves and stuff like that, right? And back in the day when I first started selling crack, I would write my name on all the bills just to see if I ever get them back. I would write on the ones, the fives, the tens, the 20s, and go to the store. And I remember one time I bought some work from one of the homies, right? And the homie said, "Man, what is this? What's all this writing on here?" I'm like, "Oh, it ain't nothing." He thought I was giving him marked money or some shit. No, I'm just trying to see if the money gonna come back. That's all. I want to see when the money go to the big man and then the cartel and shit. Does it ever come back in the inner city? You feel me? Thanks to Rabbit for the super chat. Absolutely. Pan African Designs. What up with it, homeboy? I never got none of my money back, man. That shit go to the government somewhere. Once the government get it, once the bank get it, we ain't seeing it no more. Right? They recirculate new money. The old money you see circulated is money people done hid and buried and shit. Man. Hey, this is a good live tonight, y'all. There's some funny stuff to me. Love this channel. I'm glad I stayed up late for this live, man. Appreciate it, appreciate it. I'm glad I got up. Yeah, that's what I figured, number one, because it don't come back. None of my money never came back. I'm glad I got up too. Not that I wasn't gonna get up, but some nights I'd be like, man, I can't get back up. I'd be like, fuck it. I need at least 2 more hours of sleep. People that don't know me don't understand. I love my sleep. I love to sleep, homie. I sleep all the time, man. I love sleep. Ain't nothing like sleep, homie. Man. Oh, I didn't tell y'all because it ain't your business, but I always share my business with y'all, right? I gained 8 pounds, man. I done gained 8 pounds. That's why I've been walking lately. I'm like, damn, man, you know how hard it was for me to lose 10 pounds? Hard as hell. You're not sleeping when it's, I sleep anytime, homie. You can't speak for me, homie. At 120 degrees, I'm automatic, naked, and sleeping alone. On top of the bed, not up under the sheets, not up under the cover, fully naked, on the bed, like Whack 100 on that video when that girl had it. I'm not talking on the phone naked. Ain't telling nobody else's business why I'm naked. Older you get, the harder it is to lose it. Absolutely, man. I feel you on that, Shaniqua. I feel you on that. Man, I feel you on that. Yeah, I feel y'all on that, man. Pop, but I don't know what that is. Be gone overnight. Mm, I don't know what that is, 702, but all right. The first 8 pounds you gain or lose is water weight, especially in Las Vegas. I can tell you now, this is not water weight. I can tell you that right now. It's them Butterfingers and that bread. Once I stopped eating bread in McDonald's, my weight slowly decreased. Time I start going back to pizzas and sandwiches, gain that weight back quick. Oh, poop pill? Nah, you already know. I already told you what kind of pills to get 702, so don't even play me like that. You already know I detox. That ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't gonna say nothing to do with it, but that ain't the major issue here. Sometimes you just fat. Or that junk is so old it's permanently stuck to your insides. One buddy of mine learned how to count his calories so he could lose weight. Interesting. Very interesting. Man, Derek Lewis, what up with it, man? You've been quiet tonight. Muscle weighs more than fat. Unfortunately, I only got one muscle on my body, and none of the men will never see it. But yeah, I ain't got no muscles. You know what I mean? I don't have no muscles. I just got fat. I mean, it's all fat. Got men boobs up here, pregnant belly right here. Look at this. I ain't used to having no belly like this, man. I stopped. eat bread every now and then, make my burgers without the bun, pull up to the fast food spot. Can I get a burger with no bun? Sure. What would you like on it? Nothing. Piece of cheese. You just order cheese and the meat, beer and liquor. But I don't drink a lot of liquor and I don't drink any beer. So, like I said, we know it ain't that. I told you what it is. It's the bread, honey buns, bread, pizzas, bread, sandwiches, bread. Uh, um, it's the bread and the Butterfingers, the punch, the sodas. The sodas, I drink a lot of soda, especially Hawaiian punch. I drink a lot of soda. So that's what it is. I know what it is. It ain't like no surprise or, no mystery. I know what it is. You cook your burger. You got a furry burger. You got hair on your burger. You got taco meat around your burger. Like what? Sometimes you just, that's what I'm saying, Ronald Green. Sometimes you just fat. I got an uncle. I should do this as a skit, but it's real. I got an uncle. And my uncle just always looked fat. Even when we was kids, he looked fat. He just looked like he was going to be a fat dude. Like he had characteristics of my grandmother in her old age, like heavy up top, small down low, real small feet and small legs. But you could see he was going to be fat. So as we get older and we become grown men, he started to become fat. He became heavy set. And we got so used to it that he just started getting big and wide and face and all this old fat, right? And even his mama would say, "Oh, fat, lazy dude. Oh, fat, lazy dude." And he ends up getting sick. So he goes to the doctor. When he goes to the doctor, guess what? The whole time this fool had a tumor in his belly or on his kidney. The whole time all his weight was from a tumor. All them years. And so they had to cut one of his kidneys out or some shit. And did some major surgery on him. And took out like a watermelon. Took out like a watermelon out his belly. Man, his face looks so small and looks so good now. Looked like he lost so many years. Like he looked younger now. He looked young and he could get out and work out. He could do whatever he want now. He's limber. What is it? Limber. Has lots of energy. So yeah, sometimes we're just fat and we never know why. But it ain't always a water diet or what have you, right? But obviously saved him from an unhealthy life and probably put years to his life. He definitely looked younger and his face definitely looked good now. Unc, if you're watching, shout out to you, Unc. You a tough dude. Cause I would have told him, let that watermelon grow, man. Fuck that. I'll be the watermelon man before I have surgery. But yeah, shout out to you, you one kidney left having motherfucker, you. Shanika, what's up, Shanika? I've been hitting the weights, getting back in shape for the BMX track. All right. Don't get too many muscles, man. You're gonna get heavy. You ain't gonna be able to hit them jumps. Walking is the best type of exercise for human. It's low impact on the body. A great deal of our physical evolution can be traced back to hunting and gathering and following of migration. I hate when it start getting hot. I got a mosquito in here. Haven't had one in here since the heat last year. So you the first one that's gonna die up in here in 2025. I gotta pull out the 409 again now. Yeah, man, you got any Lil Monster store? Lil Monster from H-Track Gangster? If so, nah. But he married my kid's cousin. He was shacked up with my kid's cousin. Shanika, where the bread at? Man, you ain't gonna bug the hell out of me tonight. I'm finna 409 your ass. You keep playing. Y'all got them scorpions out here. Man, I didn't even know that. I had seen one. It looked like a scorpion, and it was kind of like the color of a shrimp. And I stepped on, I smashed it. Never thought nothing of it. Didn't know about that. And then Go Young DJ comes on here and mentions that he lived in the complex I lived in, and he moved out because they had a scorpion problem. I knew exactly what he was talking about immediately because I had just killed a scorpion. So now y'all got me a little worried sometimes. Shit. I walk outside, I'll be like, don't even know what a scorpion will do to me. I'll just be like, Bob, scorpion. Why they don't have no Aries and Cancers out here and shit? Scorpion. Um, Rabbit, I'm 50 and still have a GT. Damn. Shaniqua make a whole sandwich with no bread, tomato, lettuce, mayo, mustard, a lot of simple carbs, sugar, causing insulin spike and blood sugar, leading the body to go into fat store. Facts, facts, facts. You know I got a sugar problem. So. Brick City, that's called a salad, not a sandwich. Yeah, man, she ain't eating no damn sandwich. Just the meat, melted cheese, and ketchup with some fresh cut up fries. She ain't. Fries is damn near like eating bread, though. And potatoes, hello, you're number one. I've got. If you ever want to gain weight, shit, potatoes is it. Potatoes, where it's at. One, I've got 6 BMX bikes, GT Redline Robinson. My kids are riding a junior Redline right now, about to hit the track this summer. That's what's up. Shaniqua will remind me of those people that be on a diet. You ever seen the fat people on a diet and they go and they order a extra large Dr. Pepper or Diet Coke? Like, come on, man. You on a diet. What you need a big old Diet Coke for? Monster Cody Godfather was Ray Charles. Ray Charles lived around the corner from my grandmother, my uncle. Yeah, potatoes is starch like a mug. Yeah, French fries are good though, of course. About to smoke a bang load and catch the latest episode of Raising Candy before knockout. All right, take it easy, Born Supreme. Glad I could keep you entertained on this Friday. Diet soda, hella nasty. Happy Friday, everybody. Yeah, for real, Rabbit. They be lying and shit. How about the dudes that be working out all hard and they can tell you everything about good health and then they be like, yeah, cuz, you gotta hit them weights, cuz. 10 sets of 10, nigga. You gotta do the back on. Nigga, Wednesday, leg day, man. You gotta have shoulder day. This nigga's a walking cancer telling a motherfucker how to exercise. We are hypocrites as human beings, man. Hypocrites. We some real I got a lot of material off tonight's thing. You know what I'm saying? I need to go back, play this back, take some notes, and make each one of them into a skit, man. So y'all got me on this comedy bullshit now. I'm steady thinking about jokes and shit. That Dr. Pepper from McDonald's slapped. Y'all know it's real. We hypocrites as human beings, man. That's a good skit. We hypocrites. We hypocrites. Yeah, take it easy, man. Have a good night. Kev, drop and give us 50. 50. What, man? I can't give you 50 nothing. I try to do a set of push-ups yesterday. I did seven. Seven push-ups. I'm like, shit, I should have been from Q's gang. I can't do no push-ups. You gotta realize, Shaniqua, I'm heavy. when I was doing push-ups and working out, man, I could do 100 straight. It wasn't nothing to, well, I ain't gonna say it wasn't nothing, but I used to do 100 straight. I was light as hell back then. It was like picking up newspaper. It was nothing. You just, you know, it was nothing. Now I'm heavy. Man, push-ups. I guess the trolls got tired tonight, huh? Was it my comment about they don't have nothing to do in life and they obsessed with different men? I hope so. I hope they learned something because they sure got up out of here. Yeah, I worked from home. You know, I really did. I worked from home. I could have found a better line to put in there with the work from home. I should have said, man, it was so easy to sell crack. It was like telemarketing. I work from home. Sound like you want to lean into your comedy game. It's not so much that I want to get into comedy. I don't give a damn about no comedy. I'm just tired of all this gang content. Everybody running gang content now. That shit boring. You should see some of the text messages I get. People are like fed up with these other channels and they weak interviews. Then they also fed up that when I stop doing interviews, these other channels stop doing interviews. Like some of the stuff is so obvious to the people that's passionate about gang history, and it's really become a big turnoff to a lot of people. Then you got guys that's known informants that's leading the conversations. You got dudes that don't even function in the inner city with all these different scenarios and lies or truth or whatever. He puts something out, and then you got dudes that's real stop down gang members in LA, dudes that had solid reputations in prison. And now they follow the train. They jump on the same conversations in the same light, talking about the same people in the same manner, in which this dude that you know ain't no good, this dude that you know is a hater, and you follow along with the things he say. Media is a trip, man. It's almost like news TV that's controlled by a certain race of people. They put their little synopsis or scenarios out there, whether they're true or false, and they know we watching. And we gonna go to the barbershop or we gonna go to work and we gonna talk about these same issues. That's what this YouTube thing is about right now. One dude controls the narrative of everything that's going on YouTube right now. And it's so bad, you got Mexicans, you got dudes that don't even like black, don't even care about black, speaking on the same conversations that this one dude starts. Because they know that's where the numbers is at. And they know that's what everybody's talking about. So they jump in on that. It's crazy. Before, they didn't even indulge in black politics. They didn't even speak on what was going on in the black community. Some of them are so afraid to admit that they love black rap music and they love the old black oldies and the kings of rock and roll and stuff like that. And they ain't got no shame speaking on black politics all of a sudden. All the way in, like they know these guys that they're talking about. The first bio paper I did in school was about Tucky. Cheat code to views. There you go. That's a good way to put it. Or we could come with the real husbands of YouTube, the real husbands of Los Angeles. Basically, that just like those shows on cable TV, Housewives of Atlanta. Check out Dave's Bread. It's #1 for the low carb lifestyle. Additionally, nearly employees are ex convicts. Anyone ever heard of the Dayton family? Not me. The Mexicans ain't got no content of their own. Man, that's crazy, man. Everybody jump in on the same shit. From Flint, Michigan? No, I haven't heard of the Dayton family from Flint, Michigan. No. We the most hated and most irritated. Well, that's what we have K-Mac for. Real recognize real and a fake fade away. We don't need stories about clout chasers. Facts, facts. But you gotta give it to them. That's who run social media right now. The clout chasers run social media right now. It's almost like I'm sitting here faking to be a comedian, right, to entertain y'all. These dudes are faking to be gangsters to entertain everybody. They acting, they actors. You know what I mean? That's really what they are. But some people don't see it. Some people think their word is that of God. They think they watching a televised version of the Bible. What you know about the SOS Samoan gang? I don't know a whole lot about them, but yeah, I know about SOS. They used to be part of. They was down with East Coast at one point. Got a population in Long Beach. Sons of Samoa is what it stands for, and they wear S hats like Southside and the '60s. Right, right, right. Always talking about their structure and like they have a secret society going on, right? It's all about controlling your own narrative on me. I'm gonna tell y'all, that's what it's really about. Controlling your own narrative, whether you're a hater, whether you're part of an organization, even if you were you somebody that's putting out the truth and stuff like that. Kim at Give Dayton Family a listen when you get a chance. You won't be disappointed. Where can I find them at? On YouTube? Google? I don't know what you're talking about. Sir. Sorry. I don't understand that language. Nikki Lee, you got your own gang on you. Nikki got a gang. That's real gang banging, right? She's not gang banging with guns and rags, right? She's gang banging as far as uh porn. That's Nikki. Nikki's into rated X. That's what Nikki do. Nikki be funny over there though. She's funny. Hand that rocks the cradle. Nikki Lee gang. That sound interesting, right? The Nikki Lee gang. Sound like an old Robin crew like Bonnie and Clyde, right? Man, Nikki be over there freaky as hell. Looking to see people's abs and navels and stuff. KM, you have a Dayton, Ohio story? I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. But Dayton, Ohio, I have no idea. They from Flint, Michigan. Shit, I don't know other than the word Dayton. Don't know nothing about them. Hey, B-Day twin, what you doing for your day? Uh, I don't know, man. Probably drink. Probably drink. That's it. Lay up in bed, drink, watch baseball, more than likely. UK in the house. Gordon Jones, what up? What does that statement mean to you? Can you explain? Can you extrapolate? Or are you just a troll with nothing else to do? Addicted to men that you don't know? Jealous because you don't understand the friendship and relationship? Or you going off somebody's narrative that they posted with the video? Like, tell us what that means to you, Gordon Jones. Please. Are you that educated? Can you think on your own? Or is your mind just warped by haters on YouTube? Because you damn sure appear to be one. To the ladies following loose legal wife on YouTube, she got the juice. Oh, Shanika, I didn't think you watched nothing but me, oh boy, that you say is a real one, and Young Mouth. Dating family is from Flint. They got some good records. Oh, she's a super freak. Super freaky now. Start taking musical education for musical intellect. We getting intellectual now. We went from bikes, riding bikes and stealing bikes to musical intellect now. That's what I'm talking about. And the numbers are going up. Imagine that. You guys think LA gangs are the craziest? Dead wrong. Well, it depends on what you call the craziest. I mean, ain't nothing, ain't nothing to brag about killing each other and erasing our ethnicity and looking ignorant to the world. I mean, there's no pride in that. Hope everyone having a good evening. I am being an angel right now. I do be on Clubhouse. I watch other people. LA niggas are the craziest, not the gang. Stop the compare. They always comparing LA to their city, right? Ain't it crazy? And comparing America to their country. Mate Mrs. ran him over the other day. That's what I'm saying. What does the craziest actually mean? Like, as far as what? You have to be more clear. We all human beings, so we all gonna have similar craziness no matter where we at in the world. Some are willing to go much further than Americans. Americans somewhat value our lives. Some other countries do not. Them Somalians, them some crazy motherfuckers. I like them. I could get down with the Somalians. They some crazy motherfuckers right there. Then you got these Latin American countries off the chain. You feel me? I talked to you today. We was laughing. You talked to Yup today. Y'all was laughing. What was y'all laughing about, Shaniqua? Ahmed. Hi, Ed. Ahmed. You Ed? Hi, Ed. Leave LA alone, please, and leave Carmack alone too. God damn it! What the hell was wrong with you people, man? Man, people get down everywhere, but yeah, you're right. The Somalians they ride a canoe 5 miles in the ocean and take over an oil. Man, you remember? I'm sure you old enough. Do you remember America went over into Somalia? Them Somalians cut a soldier's head off and was just with no clothes on. They got their little shit on like they male strippers and shit. And they just happy and man, what? Them fools don't need guns. Them fools, them fools just need machetes on me. They don't need no clothes, nigga. They ain't hide no gun in their hip. They ain't got no knife in their pocket. Them niggas ain't even got on Converse. Yeah, they got pirates out in the ocean for sure. Scared America the hell away from their area. They should have a college course about LA history taught by Mac videos catalog. I know that Mr. Mac, my best friend was that dude. Ouch. Ouch. LA got nothing on New York on technology and cameras. Maybe not, but I'll tell you one thing. Technology ain't just in New York. Technology's everywhere, man. And cameras are too. But I'm sure you said that for a reason. I just don't know that. I'm not educated enough to know the real reason, but I'm out of here, y'all. 90 minutes. I got a little wind now. I'm cool, man. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one, man. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Okay, fine. Everything started new. Everything. Everything. Cameras, technology, hip hop, breakdance. You know what they had wrong years ago? Pop locking. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace. Shout out to New York. I love New York, though.